Article earlier on Teofimo''s. Just want to get your thoughts on reading about the air which was caught between his lungs or in his chest. And the fact, did you have any knowledge of that prior to the fight?
Absolutely not. I mean, it's obviously, he has all the full medicals done with the New York State Athletic Commission. The statement was from his doctor, his own personal doctor, so I don't know. But, you know, he passed all the medicals with the New York State Athletic Commission, the commission for the fight, was fit, was ready, was sparring, you know, non-stop through camp. Didn't have any problems at all. So whether it was a weight-making issue, possibly, because he did struggle at the weight. But, you know, I haven't read the report. It's, like I said, it's his personal doctor, so I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he responds to Teofimo''s condition with the air on his chest. And the question was asked, did he know of any prior knowledge of Teofimo''s having that type of injury? Let me counterpunch. First of all, who is, Andy. Yeah, I know Andy. That was rather a stupid question, you know, because it was like no one knew beside the doctor. You know, I know it was just a question to really pretty much count, like to cover, like, hey, to make sure you didn't hear anything, right? You know what I mean? But like the question was like nobody knew. No one knew except his doctor, just what Eddie Hearn explained. Like no one knew that. You know what I mean? He didn't know that until after the fight. So how could he know before the fight? But, you know, what was informative, though, about Eddie Hearn, you know, that he passed everything. Obviously, you have to. Okay, and that just shows you the protocol of every fighter that gets into the ring. If you're not fit to fight, if you have an injury, if you have any kind of condition that will stop you, especially something that could affect your breathing, that's caught, you can't fight. You just can't fight. That's not the way it goes. That's not, you know, that's what those medicals are for, because, you know, you're not going to be able to fight if you have something wrong with you. Okay, that's just a standard protocol of each and every examination. The medical form you check off, you get examined, and that is that. He sparred, he trained, he did everything that he's supposed to do. You know, now the weight making is something totally different. I mean, if the weight was an issue with Teofimo''s, okay, well, he shouldn't have been in the weight class anyway. He should have dropped the belts before fighting Kambosos and moved on up to 140. That way, at least he could claim to be undisputed and definitely a unified champion, and then fight those guys off the strength of his win off Lomachenko. Now he's been beaten, and he was rather a spoil sport about it. So saying all that, it means that, you know, his reputation as well as his marquee value, okay, took a drop. All right. Now, what does this mean as far as the injury? Well, the injury kind of makes it more interesting because, hey, something was wrong with him. But the only thing that you could bring up about the injury itself or the condition is, you know, he's lucky to be alive. You know, it shouldn't do anything else. You know, if you were a Teofimo''s fan, if you are, you know, and if you're a fanboy, you would just jump on that like, see, he shouldn't have been fighting, and that's why he lost. I don't think that. I don't think that one bit. He lost because he was in there with a better fighter. That he had one game plan, which was no game plan, to come out and to seek and destroy, and that did not work. Okay, so he had that problem with Kambosos for 12 rounds. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn speaking about his thoughts on Teofimo''s condition. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.